everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought that I could do a I'm going to do my makeup but also do this, but I was going to basically talk you through like my dance career and what I've done so far and what like I want to do like when I'm older. So basically what my plans are for the future and how I've got to where I am today and what like my experiences and that have been so far. So I hope you enjoy. So I'm just going to jump right in and moisturise just now, but basically we're just going to start from the very beginning. So my auntie actually has her own dance school, and I mentioned this briefly in my very first YouTube video, but she has her own dance school and I went there when I was 2, and at this point my mum was like quite young when she had me. She was 19 when she had me, so she was still training with someone called Robert Hamilton. If you're from Scotland or the UK you'll probably know him. He's incredible. So I was still training with him, and then when I turned 3 Robert said to my mum, well, why don't you just bring her to me and that and stuff like that. So I went to Robert's when I turned 3 and I started doing freestyle disco. I started doing competitions a few years after, but at first when I went to Robert's I'd started just training with them, like doing classes like baby classes and that, having some privates here and then with Robert and the other staff at Dance Point. So I trained with him to start off with after I left Manny's, and basically it kind of went from there. So when I was at Robert's I was only kind of doing 1-2 classes a week really when I was 3 obviously. So as the years went on, I think, I don't know, I moved up out the babies and started kind of doing like the junior classes. So when I was 5 Robert asked me to be a part of a group called The Box, which he wanted to take onto a programme called Got to Dance. So I actually auditioned for this show like on my own. So I auditioned for Got to Dance basically as a soloist. I got 3 gold stars and the judges were so nice and stuff like that. But then I also auditioned as part of a group. So we went on Got to Dance as a group, and then I obviously done a solo as well, and both of us got through. Yeah, so both of us got through. The group got through to the live shows and so did I as a solo, but I was like, I obviously can't do both, so I'm obviously just going to like pick the group over like me going as a solo. Like I don't want to be selfish in that sense. So I was like, right, so the Box, we're going to go on live shows, we're going to do as well as we can, like we can't expect anything, this, that and the next thing. But we made it past the semi-finals and the finals, and we were over the moon about that. I was only 5 or 6 I think I might have been. So we made it that far, and then we ended up getting through at the final 3. So we got 2nd place. I think it's about 10 years ago nearly now. But we done really well on that show, and after the Box had performed on Got to Dance we started doing so many gigs after. We done charity events, we travelled all over the world. We went to New York to train at Broadway Dance Centre, we went to Hong Kong, we've been Guernsey, we've been lots of places with the Box. We were gigging basically all over Scotland at this point, and England some parts. We were up and down to London constantly. So we got all the way to the final with Mini Moves as well and Got to Dance, and after that again we've done so many gigs. We're up and down to London constantly, we're travelling constantly. It was such an amazing experience, and through that experience Mini Moves came quite close. Like there was 5 of us in the group. I put so much on there. There was 5 of us in the group, so we became like sisters. We genuinely like were inseparable, but on top of that we're obviously still doing our classes at dancing as well. So we were still training at Dance Point as well as travelling all over doing all these gigs, and it was just amazing. Like we were constantly together. Like I seen the girls and Robert and that and Julianne more than I seen my family at times. Like they were just like my first family kind of for a while. So we started travelling, doing all these events, and then Britain's Got Talent got in touch with Robert. We were at a gig one night, Britain's Got Talent got in touch with Robert and was like, would you want to come and audition for us? So we were like, oh, we may as well give it a go. And Robert was like that, right, okay, we'll go, we'll audition, we'll see what it takes us. Like Britain's Got Talent's obviously a massive show, like everybody knows it. and we auditioned for the producers. Before you go for the judges, you need to go to the producers, and obviously they'll thingy. So we went and auditioned, and we got through. We got 4 yeses off the judges. We never actually went to the producers. Other people, like if you apply through their website or what, like you obviously need to do like a pre-audition before you go to the judges, and the producers will pick from there. But we never actually did that because they got in touch with Robert. So we went and auditioned in front of the 4 judges, didn't know what to expect. Like, this was a whole new thing for everybody. Well, I'd done it when I was 5, but I never really got very far because it was like back in the day and there was so many talented people. I mean, there still is, but it was just harder because I was so young as well. But I got through it the first round, first time I went. But yeah, so we got through. We were like that, right, we were only on a short list, like this is a massive competition, we've seen the competition, we're not going to get like as far as we think. So we also went to the, I can't remember what it's called that day, but it's that day when you go and the judges will tell you if you're in the live shows or not. So we got there, we were like that, oh they're not really doing much filming with us, I don't think we're going to get in, and Robert was like, no, just be positive girls, like, you know, just be positive, and we're like, right, okay. So we were like, right, we're not going to expect much out of this, we're just going to kind of go with it. We went in, I think there's 3 other acts in with us, and we went in and Alicia was like, really sorry to tell you, and we all just kind of went like this, and she was like, you're going to have to start rehearsing harder and you're going through, and we got in. So it was actually, it was unreal, it was one of the most amazing experiences I'll never forget. Like, we got through to the live shows of Britain's Got Talent, like, how could you forget that? We were all so shocked. So, just go to my eyebrows now. So after we got in, obviously you need to go and do some more interviews before you go back and see your parents and stuff like that. So the chaperones and Robert was still there with us and things like that. So we went, like, where we were, the parents were waiting in like a bar kind of thing, but it was like, obviously they were using it for Britain's Got Talent. So they were all down there waiting on us, and we went down the stairs and Robert was like that, wait. So we waited, and he was like, before we go down here, I want you to tell your parents she's never got in for a laugh and just see how they take it. And we went down, and we all went down with sad faces, and we were like, we didn't get in. And they were like, oh no, tell us, be honest. And we were like, we got in. We started screaming, and I don't know, it was just one of the moments, it was really exciting for everybody. So we went down, we told them we got in, and then a few weeks later it was live shows, it just flew in. We had to rush to get this routine done. We were like, oh guys, like, we need to just do it, like. So we went home, and oh my goodness, we worked our asses off. Honestly, I've never worked so hard in my life. We had all these interviews with the TV coming up, ITV, STV, stuff like that, just for the news, to get people to vote for us. We went through hours of rehearsals every single day, non-stop. We were literally leaving school just to go to rehearsals early and stuff like that. My eyebrows are really uneven, I need to fix that. So we were basically just leaving school constantly and stuff, and it's just really exciting. We were all so young as well still, and we were just like, oh my god, we're getting to do this, and we're getting to be on the TV, and our friends are going to be watching us on the telly and stuff, so it was just so exciting. So we went to Britain's Got Talent. They were such a happy bunch, so friendly. David Williams, oh my goodness, I love that guy so much, he's so funny. All the judges were so nice, even Simon, like, he's so lovely as well. Mr. Nasty goes nice. Why is my eyebrows keep... I'm back. The idea of my makeup's not really working well today, but do you know what? I'll just leave my eyebrows at that. I'll just fill them in a wee bit. So we went to Britain's Got Talent, and then we got to the live shows, performed. The judges' comments were amazing, like we couldn't have asked for anything better, but the talent that night was unreal. Like, the other acts were insane, they were incredible. So that was our final performance on Britain's Got Talent when we'd finished at the live shows. We didn't get through further, but literally a week later Robert was getting constant phone calls asking us to perform at gigs, perform at charity events again, like travel places and perform. It was just amazing. We were like, I don't know, it was like travelling about the world with my sisters. Like, we were getting coaches constantly just to go and like dance at weddings, like things like that. It was mad, like genuinely, it was so exciting. But so finally I started doing pantomime. So we started doing panto with Robert in the Pavilion Theatre in Glasgow, and I think I done 5 years of it. Yeah, we were doing panto. as well as our actual classes all through Christmas time. So that was an amazing experience for dancing alongside some really well known people like wee Bob for River City. Like if you're from Scotland, you watch River City, you'll know Bob. Everybody loves him. Kat and Ewan from the radio, things like that. Michelle McManus from, oh, it was just amazing. There was so many talented people part of that. That was also another really good experience. And there were dancers and pantomime. Somebody's got words and stuff like that to say. It was just really exciting. Like obviously because we were really young, so it was a really good experience for us to have. Then I took a break and I moved to a street school. Me, who does not think I can do street at all. My tan is so dark. So I'm really not a street dancer. Like, I mean I could do it if you asked me to, but let's just say I'm not the biggest street dancer. So we started kind of, I don't even know what that word is. Started kind of like competing. So we did, I went to April Street Feet and started competing, doing UDO competitions, teams, solo, won my solo and stuff like that. That was really exciting. Met a lot of people. Met Turbo, who I'd previously been on Got to Dance with. He was judging at them. He was a street dancer. And Turbo was like, oh yeah, I remember you and stuff like that, and we were talking away and stuff. Also met Chuck, who I'd done panto with as well, and he was also on Got to Dance, so it was good to catch up with Chuck as well. Still talked to him a few times, yeah. So I went to April Street Feet for about a year, I think it was, and then I was like, no, I want to go back and do more like technique and like just focus like less on street and more on like ballet and stuff like that, because April's was a street school, but I actually loved it. I met so many good friends there. Oh my goodness, shaved my hair by the way. But I wanted to focus more on my technique training instead of my performance, kind of, if you know what I mean. Like, so I went back to Roberts and we started doing lots of shows, singing shows, dance shows, acting in it as well. Like, there was just so much we were doing and gigs, and it was just really exciting, so it was. And then I moved to Liverpool and started training. So I started training in Liverpool for a year, I think it was, and then I came back to Scotland and started training with Robert again. When I came back, my final show was with Robert before I left, and it was so lovely and things. Moved to Liverpool a week after I'd done that show, came back and started just training again. We weren't doing any gigs or anything. I was just more focused on getting stronger as a dancer, getting better with my technique and tendon ballet classes, things like that, just like the natural things you need to have like to be a dancer. And then I decided I wanted to start college. So I started college when I was 15, so I left school when I was quite young actually, because I just never went, but I hadn't technically left until I was 15. So I left school when I was 15. Oh my god, I'm not going much darker today. Makeup's just not working today, but we're just going to go with it. So I left school when I was 15, went to college in the August, turned 16 in October, so then I was like a Christmas leaver. So I left off the school registers and went on to college registers when I turned 16, so the December of that year. And that was just amazing, loved it. I left Roberts so I could go and train at college full time and focus more on that. And I also, on top of that, trained with one of my dance lecturers at college. She's also got a dance school, so her name's Gillian White. So basically I was training at college during the day and then like with her as well as going to her classes at night time and doing classes with her. So that was really fun as well. Started learning new things like tap. Like, I hadn't really done a lot of tap before, so things like that, it was really giving me more versatility, because I was in college doing all these different styles. Basically when I was in college I went and done, what did I do? I did NC twice, year 2 year, yeah, NC, and repeated second year because obviously I'd left school early, so my English was atrocious, so I had to take a wee year to work in my English and get that sorted. And then obviously COVID's hit us this year, so I was meant to be going into HNC, but like at Anniesland, but I left for my own personal reasons really. So now I've left college, I applied for other colleges, so I applied for 5 others and I got accepted to all of them with unconditional offers. one of which was Dance Point. Robert opened his own dance college as well, which is so exciting, last year, and he seems to be doing absolutely amazing, and I decided that I'm going to go back to Dance Point and go to their college, so I can get my HNC and D. I think it'll be really exciting to try something new with them, and I can't wait to start. I also got accepted to West College Scotland, so Dance Point, West College Scotland, Edinburgh Pass, North Lanarkshire, and there was one more, the Space in Dundee. I thought about going to Dundee, but I just feel like I'm not really ready to leave home yet, because obviously I'm only 17, I'm still quite young, but I will be 18 this year, and I don't know, I just felt like Dance Point, I just had to be there. Like every time I've left Roberts I've always went back, so it's kind of like my home. One thing I can't do is lipstick. So I don't know, I just felt like Dance Point would be the best fit. I know all this, like the staff there, I know like the students as well, because I've been there since I was like 3. So basically I'm going to be returning to Dance Point and whenever Corona goes away. It's meant to be August it would start, but we're obviously not sure because Corona. But basically I've been doing the online classes now, so Dance Point has this page and you can do all those online classes. It's amazing, the timetable's insane, it's jam packed. All the teachers are really good, so we've been doing that through Zoom, and I don't know, it's just really amazing what they're offering like under the circumstances. So I'm going to be going back to Dance Point after, this might be in August as the normal college schedule starts, and I can't wait for that because I feel like it'll just be like a new chapter for me. My room's a mess, isn't it? Like, I just came in and threw my jacket up there like lady, I just can't be bothered fixing that. Like, what am I like? But really I just can't wait to be home and like, I don't know, just kind of grow as a dancer now and stick to what I need, if that makes sense. Like, I think I needed to like leave Dance Point and leave Robert like for a bit so that I could like experience college firsthand, like just leaving school and that. Like obviously when I was at Dance Point before I was still at school, so I was going from school to college, school to dancing at night, and I was like, right, okay, so I've left school, so I'm going to go from college to dance, so I'll be dancing all day and night, let's give it a go. Got absolutely exhausted mentally, physically, I was just drained. So I was doing like running back and forth on trains and buses, like I think I just needed that break, and then I left that a few months and I started Jill's. Hers was a lot less, she had less like hours in the timetable, so that was giving me more time like to myself and to relax in between classes. And now it's going to be so much easier that the college for Dance Point's open. That's what I was looking up on. I was looking at the dance college website and it was saying that like you'll not need, like, I was just thinking about it, I was saying to Mum, I was like, I'm not going to need to run back and forth on buses, I'm going to be there like day and night, like I'm not going to be running about, I'm just going to be dancing in the studio doing what I love with the people I love. And she's like, no, I know, I totally get you. And my dad said the same, and the rest of my family just really agree, and they're like, yeah, it's the best place for you. So I feel like I just needed that eye opener to kind of do my own thing, prove myself wrong. Like, I didn't need to leave to have a break. Like, I could easily just have waited and started college last year, but obviously everything happens for a reason, and I've always stuck by that, and I always will stick by that. But Robert's been a really positive influence in my life, and so is all the other staff at Dance Point, like Julianne. I've known them since I was babies, like they know me inside out, like they know when I've hit like a really difficult situation, they know how to sort it with me. So I think now it's just going to be about moving forwards and working together so that I can pursue my career in dance, hopefully. But I've also been thinking a lot lately, I don't want to be like the typical dancer that will go to college, train, go and dance, and then teach maybe later or go and find a new job. Like, that's okay if you want to do that, like be my guest, that is entirely your choice, it's your life, if you know what I mean, at the end of the day. But personally I just want to go to college, get everything I need, get all the qualifications I need possible, and I just want to go straight on to teaching. Like, I know that I've not got the best legs or the best feet or the most amazing flat turnout, or I'm never going to be that ballerina, I'm never going to be like that proper dancer, it's going to be front and centre of everything. I know that. My body's not going to be perfect, like that's just my genes, like my body is just heavily built, like, So that's another thing, like everyone takes into account like dancers' body image. Like that's why dancers struggle so much, because they're constantly comparing themselves to each other, and I don't think that's right either. That's why I want to just, I don't want to preach, I want to teach. If you know what I mean, like I want to teach, open my own dance school and be like, no, if you look like that, that's fine. That's fine if you've got big thighs. That's fine if you've not got good turnout, you've got good emotion. Like I don't know, I just love helping people, and there's something I've always loved about that. So that's why I want to teach. I want to be able to help kids. I want to be able to like, I want to be able to show them my knowledge of what I've learned over all the years of hard work. So I'm sorry for going on, but I just feel like it had to be said. Like that's my journey. I've had such an amazing time of it. Like I've travelled all over the world with my best friends, my family, like my amazing dance teachers. Like other dance teachers take me under their wing so much, and I cannot thank them enough either. Like April and Jill and Nikki and Karina, like everybody's just helped me so much over the years. But Dance Point is my home, and I can't wait to continue that like over the next couple of years until I'm old enough to own my own dance school, and I just can't wait for the future and see what it holds. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much, but I just thought I'd throw in a wee quick face of makeup and explain to you what I've done, how I've got there, how much work it takes. It takes a lot of work, trust me. Blood, sweat and tears, a lot of that. But basically that's just what I want to do when I grow up. That's what I've worked towards my whole life, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe.